Welcome back to Startup Showcase. If you're new, welcome, of course. Got an interesting one today. Obviously, this is the home of where I cover early stage startups, especially when they're raising money from venture capitalists. So that would be like pre-seed and seed primarily. Occasionally, I cover Series A, and sometimes I dip into angel invested companies, but primarily pre-seed and seed is what I look at. Today we're going to cover a company called Klineo. It's from France, website Klineo.fr, Klineo.fr. It's in French, I have to warn you. I am not a French speaker, not even a little bit. Other than merci beaucoup. Other than that, I don't know anything. So if I get anything wrong, let me know, of course. But I think, as far as I can remember, this might be the second French company. I recall something about a French company from before, but I think Klineo is going to be the second. Anyway, it's a healthcare startup. Of course, it touches upon AI, and as I've pointed out previously, AI and a niche companies and healthcare, those are the three areas that kind of have stood out to me as far as fundraising goes. And this company, it's all three. It's got AI, it's a healthcare startup, and its specific solution is for a niche. It's an AI powered platform that connects doctors and patients of cancer clinical trials. Sounds niche to me. So I'm not surprised at all that they were able to raise money. I don't think there's a competitor, not as a startup. Maybe there's some established companies. This is part of what they do. And that's, as far as what is the problem they're addressing, I wasn't very clear. Obviously, there's some sort of gap between patients and doctors, and they're trying to close that gap in this particular niche. But I can't speak to that problem. I can speak to the more general problem, my own experience. Yeah, there's definitely a gap between patients and doctors. But whether it's true or a real problem that people would pay for between patients and doctors in cancer clinical trials, I guess somebody else will have to speak to that. Okay, product market fit. I think it's too early. They're just raising their, I guess I'll call this an angel pre-seed round, 2 million euros. And who are the customers? I guess it would be clinical trials stakeholders. That would be, and I'm going to assume the patients are paying for this, so I guess it would be the drug companies that are doing these clinical trials will be actually paying for this. So that's the primary stakeholder, or maybe the doctors. And the doctors can get the money from the drug companies, something like that. Okay, the VC is BPI France. No shock there. It's a French company, so not a surprise. I mentioned very early pre-seed or earlier kind of raise for this round. Total funding, there might be previous angel funding, not sure. Or this might be the first, who knows. It's going to be patent driven, is their moat, how they're going to protect themselves. And of course, product market fit. So still early. And then ultimately market size, it's a niche, but clinical trials, cancer clinical trials, sorry, I can't even talk today, are a sizable niche. So, I would just call it a sizable niche and leave it at that. There's a lot of money in drug research. So anything that makes that, clinical trials more effective, people will be willing to pay for. So it gets driven by product market fit and then also whether they're able to raise money. But I already pointed out that they've got some good stuff going for them. Their healthcare, which is one of the areas that's still getting money from VCs. They've got AI. Again, money. VCs are throwing money at AI startups, and then it's in a specific niche. Patients of cancer clinical trials and doctors in that space, that seems like a niche to me. So, not surprised they were able to raise money. I wish this company good luck. Sounds very interesting, and we'll keep an eye on them and see if they're able to get to the seed round. Good luck to all.